I want to share with you a journal that I've been working on in July. If you hear a background roar, I have the air conditioner on. So my setup is a little bit different, but I think this is going to work for me. Now this is a fusion journal. It's produced by Deley and Rowney. And what I really like about this journal, it has a line page on one side and a blank page on another. So I can journal on this side and draw on this side. And you'll see that as I get into this. I've been watching a lot of Linda Lapotka's videos, and she does something very similar to this. And I really like what she does, and I've been meaning to do it for a long, long time. And I just had time to do it this summer. So although you haven't been seeing a lot of videos from me, that doesn't mean I haven't been working on my art, because I have. So I started out, now this is going to be my title page, and I'm saving my title page until I get done with the entire journal. So let's start out with July 1st. I'm going to kind of put my hand over my writing here just for my own personal privacy, but I want to show you what I've been working on. This summer we've been doing a lot of sun tea. So this is a jar with tea bags in it, and I have the sunshine coming down here, and I say, put some sunshine in my jar, please. And then over here I have July 1st and the flag. Now in the Bible there are several verses that start out that say, on the first day of the 7th month in the reign of King whoever. So, and I like that, on the first day of the 7th month. Well, July happens to be the 7th month in our year, so I got on the first day of the 7th month in the year of 2016. And I've done that on all of the pages. On July 2nd, I've also been doing a lot of needlework this summer, and I have little leftover pieces of thread, and I've been working those up into my own sampler, and anybody who knows me knows that I like to do scissors in my needlework. So I designed a little freehand kind of impromptu sampler with my leftover threads, and this says, tiny scissors with handles red, be pleased to snip each dangly thread. And then, of course, because this is July, I have the flag again, the American flag. On July 3rd, we had our fireworks display where we shot off fireworks in the evening, and this is kind of a representation of my memory of that evening. This is my little grandniece and my nephew and his wife, 2 grandpas, an uncle, 2 grandmas, and great Aunt Mary here. On the 4th day of July was, of course, the day that we celebrate our independence in the United States, but I baked cinnamon rolls. It was kind of a quiet day. So here's my memory of my pan of baked cinnamon rolls. Now what I've been doing in this journal is mostly highlighting my days, just picking out things out of my days that I want to remember. And I would really encourage you to do that. I'm really surprised as I've gone through here how, as I look back, I go, oh yeah, I did it that day. And your drawing does not have to be beautiful. It's a visual art journal where you can remember the good times. On July 5th, I've been working on memorizing the entire chapter of Genesis 1. Anybody who knows me knows that I love the creation story. And so I've been working on memorizing it. And of course, this is verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And then this is the heavens and the earth. On the 6th day, I did a little sketch of the Wheel of Fortune. One of the things that we enjoy doing in the evening is watching Wheel of Fortune. And here was category good deed. And don't tell anybody, but I cleaned the oven. So that was my good deed for the day. Another thing that we like to do is read the daily paper, and I like to work the little Sudoku, whatever, however you pronounce that puzzle in there. And believe me, I scribble it up just like this, working it out. I really have a lot of fun doing those. So here's my puzzle memory. On the 8th day, I baked a batch of chocolate chip cookies. So here's my pan of chocolate chip cookies with milk. On the 9th day, I snuck away for a country drive. It's really pretty in the countryside. You know, Nebraska has a lot of beauty to it. The big wide open skies and the green cornfields, and there's a lot of beauty in Nebraska if you look for it. I'm also working on needlework this month, and I have this, I'll show them in a separate video, my little scissor sampler, and I'm working on Teresa Winsler, who is a well-known needlework designer, and she did a design called the Peacock Tapestry, and it's huge. And I found it at the thrift store, never opened it. It has all the threads and the fabric, and it's a beautiful, beautiful design. It's a lifetime project. I'll show that in another video, but so far I have most of the border done and one corner, and I'm starting to work on the inside of the borders here. And then the peacock comes in here, and there's beautiful trees off in here. It's really a intricate, beautiful design. This is a quote. I was playing with my lettering, just kind of artsying it up. It says, "Look for the dream that keeps coming back. It is your destiny." And I really like that quote. And believe me, I have a lot of dreams that keep coming back. Also on July 11th, I went urban sketching, and you'll see a video of this. This is the hotel where my mother and father had their honeymoon. So it's not a photogenic sketch, it's an urban sketch. And then I did another sketch. These are in Hastings, Nebraska. This is just of a street corner. I like the buildings. I like you just don't see the intricacy on the modern buildings that you see on the buildings that were built in the early 20th century, in the early 1900s. They're really fun to sketch. On July 12th, I did a memory sketch of our porch swing. It says, "Read a book and just sit and think about nothing at all." On July 13th, here I have creating videos, and although I haven't been putting up a lot of videos, I have been creating them. So here's my laptop and the The.Meri.Atelier. July 14th, I snuck away and did some more urban sketching. These are not as intricate. The sun was coming up, and oh my, I could hardly see the building. The sun was so bright. So it's really a basic, fast sketch. Here's another one. This is of a church building in Hastings. This one really turned out nice. And you'll see up in here where some of I'm using Prismacolors in here, the markers, and it does bleed through, but I really don't mind that. It just kind of, to me, that just adds some texture. You'll see that throughout this entire book. Now this page is an Elvis-themed page, and I'm not going to tell you the story behind it because it involves another person, and it's to protect that person's privacy. But I did a memory sketch of Elvis memorabilia. He ain't nothing but a hound dog and blue suede shoes and love me tender, love me true. Here I'm working on Genesis, the 6th verse. It says, "Then God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the heavens." And firmament, if you look it up, it means an expanse. And believe me, if you drive in Nebraska, you'll see the firmament. Nebraska has it's a flat countryside. It has big, wide open, beautiful blue skies on a nice sunny day. And that always reminds me of Genesis 1:6. And here, I have to get a little Bible journaling in. Here's another memory sketch of Sunday church. And of course, these people are not real people. They're just heads. They represent real people. And this one, I really like this page. It's very colorful. It says, and in the neighborhood here, there's a rooster. And this rooster not only crows at sunrise, he's a watchdog rooster, I believe, because he crows any time of the day. Any little noise or sound will set him off. And on July 19th, now I don't know if you can make this out much. Oh, by the way, Shannon Pratt, if you're watching this, I want to thank you for the thank you card that you sent me. I did get it. It was forwarded in my mail. It took a while to get to me, I think, but she had this washi tape on it. So, of course, you have to save your washi tape. And this is a ceiling fan. Now, there is a story behind this because I'll be sitting, listening, doing my needlework and doing my art, and that ceiling fan, the motor will be whirring. And I swear that ceiling fan plays 1950s tunes. It's just the way the motor sounds. That I hear, "Oh My Darling," and "Earth Angel," and "Love Me Tender, Love Me True" out of that ceiling fan. So funny. This is July 20th. My brother had a plot of peony plants earlier in the spring. Of course, the buds are all dried now, but you can't see them very well. But right in here and over in here, and then it says dry peony buds here. But it makes a pretty page. July 21st this is just something that, I was reading a book and this is not a quote out of the book, but it was about life and how valuable our lives are. And I was thinking, life is really too precious to be ordinary. And that really fits with the theme of this journal, is to bring out the highlights of your day. Bring out the things, we have a lot of crap happening in our lives, but we also have just little highlights of our days of good things that makes our life precious and extraordinary. And here's some more. This is a pen and ink sketch of those dried peony buds. I plucked one off and brought it inside, and I've been sketching it. And here's the 23rd. I believe this is my last page. Today's the 24th, but we've gotten a blueberry pie made by a very well-known bakery here in Nebraska. And we had blueberry pie. And I said I did not make it, but I ate it. So I'm really looking forward to finishing out this journal. See, this is how it bleeds through. But that's okay. I kind of like the bleed through. The bleed through brings a little bit of yesterday into today, and I really like that in my art journal. So I'm looking forward to doing the rest of these pages. I might get August and into September in this journal. It just depends on how much I do. I'm throw little urban sketches in here sporadically too. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next page.